Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to your weekly therapy session. Today we're going to be talking about a concept called the circle of control. And we're going to really focus on what's inside your circle of control and what's outside of it. What do I mean when I say circle of control? Now, throughout your life, throughout your days, there are things that you are in control of, and then there are things that you are not in control of. Most of us spend so much of our emotional energy fixated and focused on changing the things that we can't even control, and it brings us down both emotionally and mentally and becomes very exhausting. When I'm talking to you about the circle of control, I want you to actually visualize a circle, and I want you to start writing all the things that are in your mind that are within your circle of control. These are things like your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your plans, your behaviors, anything and everything that you are able to change if you were to change the way that you processed or the way that you reacted. Outside the circle of control are all the things, as ridiculous as they may sound, things that you can't control, like perhaps the weather, or your neighbor's mood, or how tall you are. Focusing on the inside of the circle of control allows you to actually effectively do things in your life that will get you to the change that you're looking for. For example, let's say that you're trying to work on healthier eating habits. Is that something that you can control? Absolutely. Making sure that when you go out grocery shopping, you're putting the cookies down and picking up some produce. For example, you're looking to get into a better relationship. You're really looking for a partner and you're sifting through all the qualities that you value and that are important to you. Being aware of your circle of control, what's inside it and what's outside it, is what allows us to plan our life more effectively so that we spend emotional energy and our active energy doing things that are going to get us the results that we're looking for. List all the things in your circle of control on the inside. So when you're trying to do this exercise on a piece of paper, you want to draw a circle, an actual circle, and start writing down everything either inside the inner part of the circle or outside the boundaries of that circle. Anytime you come across something that is outside of your control, you cannot influence, you cannot change, or you can't do anything about it, put it on the outside. And show mindful awareness that whatever has been written outside the circle is something you can't do anything about. Now reframe your thinking and start telling yourself that if this isn't something I can change, what can I do to make myself comfortable with it? What can I do? Let's say, for example, we can't change the weather. We can't impact the way whether it rains or snows or it's windy, but what can we do to protect ourselves? We can wear the proper and the right gear. So put on some snowshoes and throw on a jacket and a scarf and some gloves, and you'll be a lot more comfortable with the weather had you just gone out wearing what you were wearing at home. The idea behind the circle of control is to allow yourself permission to make a decision where you're investing emotional energy and where you are not. Things within your circle of control are where you are empowered. Here's where the real good stuff happens. When you're focused inwardly, you're able to tell yourself, okay, so how do I move on to next steps? What's the real practical way to get ahead in this particular situation that I'm in? Do I change the way that I communicate? Do I change the way that I think? Do I change the way that I interact with other people? Anytime when you are looking and focusing inward at the inner part of your circle of control, these are the things that you can influence. So allow yourself to make decisions appropriately and focus all that energy towards whatever you're able to change rather than focusing on things that you cannot change. Too often, people spend so much time focusing and fixating and really exhausting themselves on things that are outside of their control. The more you're going to do that, the more often you're going to realize that you're feeling lost and confused and overwhelmed. So bring it in. Bring it in and bring in that focus where it really, really needs to be, and start working at improving the things that you can rather than focusing your energy and attention on things that you can't. The circle of control is a very powerful tool. It allows you to visualize and see things in two categories. When you're able to control the category that you have influence over, you're really able to see effective change where it matters the most. So create your circle of control and allow yourself to put everything in those categories so that anytime you're investing emotional energy, you're investing it correctly.